topic for this national gathering on June 7th in Atlanta. So I did not even know that until Neha, you said it. So the topic is neither here nor there. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, neither here nor there. See, this concept is very age old. Probably in English translation, they probably kind of put it differently. So the concept, like when the ancient seers wanted to define God. So how overall understanding of the God has also kind of evolved over a period of time. Once a boy who wants to learn this godly knowledge goes to a teacher. And those days, all the teachers have their own cattle. And the teachers told the boy, take the cattle to the nearby forest. And while, cattle is grazing the fields, you just observe and tell me what you find. So the boy goes and he stays there and he watches the cattle grazing the grass. And then he realizes all this life, the birds, the beasts, the people, everyone are living by food. So he says no, that food to be the God, because food is the one which is keeping us alive. So he comes back and tells the teacher, this is what I found today. Food is God. And then Guru says, the teacher says, excellent, very good. Go. Tomorrow tell me what you find. And then he, again the same thing he is observing. And there is a nice breeze. And then he realizes by breathing air, we are alive. All life is alive. So then he says air is to be the God. Like that, he comes back with an answer every day. And finally, he says the more subtler you go, to the life itself you go. And think of that which the life itself is depending on. And then it goes much deeper. Then they say, everything is God and everything is also not God. Everything is not God at the same time. Because you cannot confine God into an existence. And Babaji gave a beautiful definition for it. Remove all definitions, what you find is God. So the seers, the ancient seers have said, God is neither this nor that. It is neither here nor there. If you say it is everywhere but nowhere. So you see how this, all these statements. So that state, it's called state of negation. Many people understood this as a practice. Oh, you see anything, reject it because it's not God. Negation. Your thoughts, everything is an illusion, so negate everything. It's a very false idea. Then, you're basically putting a lot of psychological pressure on yourself. Some people practice it, trust me. Or at least they think that is the right practice. But in our heartfulness, because of this cleaning, where all the impressions, the consciousness is cleaned, and also where we are receiving the transmission, the deeper essence, the essence of life itself. Through that, our state of being is evolving to such a state. The ultimate state is the state of negation. That basically means the identity of the self sort of merged into the sublime essence. Today we have an identity. It's like there's a story where a lion cub, it strays away from its mother, and the sheep, the cattle nearby, adopts this lion, and it grew up to be a lion with the sheep. So the lion identifies itself with the sheep. And one day it meets the real lion and says, "Oh, you also look like me. But you seem to be eating, you are a carnivore, but I am an herbivore. Because I grew up with the sheep." Right? So the real lion says, no, you are not the sheep, you are the real lion. So it recognizes. See, the lion, it's not the sheep became a lion. It was already a lion. Similarly, the inner core, our essence, is that ultimate being itself. That ultimate essence itself, which is neither that nor this. It is infinite. The infinity, you cannot say it is here. You cannot say it is there. You cannot even say it is everywhere. You cannot say it is nowhere. You see that? So the concept goes deeper. Now when I become zero, nothingness is synonymous to this infinity we are talking about. And that is the highest state of being we want to reach. That doesn't mean we stop recognizing everything. It doesn't mean we lose our discernment or ability, intelligence, nothing of that sort. Everything stays, but it is refined. The total ego is refined. That means it is now identifies with that infinity. So if you come and ask me, suppose if I reach that state, if you come and ask me, who are you? I won't say I am infinity. I'll still say I am Srikanth. Still I say, I live in Claremont or Orlando. Still I'll say I'm a human being. But the inner core essence my mind is connected to, or my mind is absorbed in or dwelling in, is something sublime, something superior. So that is the state of negation. If you read complete works of Babaji, he kind of describes that state very well. And in that state of negation, so we are not really negating anything. You are in such a state, everything becomes zero. So that is the kind of state we want to reach. Now somebody might ask, what is the benefit? Why should I reach that state? Anyone wants to take that question? What is the benefit? What is the use?
What is the
I'm
use
sorry. Can you repeat the question? I logged off for some reason.
Yeah, the question is, if I reach that ultimate state of negation, zero or infinity, what is the use? What is the benefit?
I'm free of bondages or attachment.
Correct. I'm mentally free. So when I'm mentally free, even consciously free. Yeah.
Sorry. That was not my opportunity to answer.
No. That's anyone can answer. So when I am completely free, then I am with that ultimate. I recognize that real essence, God, what we call. And that is what the true knowledge is. True knowledge is not through books. True knowledge is by attaining that state. So again, what is the benefit? What is the outcome of it is? So when I merge with that infinity, my whole being is cherishing this life in a most highest, most joyful way. It's called Anandam. Anandam is the joy, bliss. The bliss comes in. When the bliss comes in, all my suffering ends. Physical, mental, and otherwise. All suffering ends. Buddha, in fact, recognized the life as only suffering only. And that's why he wanted to find an answer to overcome this suffering. Hence he meditates. And he finds the answer. He attains what is called nirvana. So Jesus also proves in his life, in spite of all the suffering, you can still be remembering God where there is no suffering. So it's all there, right in front of us. We don't like to see it. We only like to recognize them as ultimate beings, and we are happy about it. But heartfulness says it is not enough to recognize these great personalities. We must strive to become those personalities. That's the whole idea of this practice of this meditation. So that's good. I think we can get into meditation now.